welcome back. It's me, Avery, and welcome to my cozy corner. As you can see, I got fairy lights. If you can find yourself on there, then congratulations. So, today I'm going to be talking about dreams, because I've had some really wacky ones. And I just want to say, some of these get really weird. Like, not in, like, a disgusting way, but, like, I don't know. I don't know about people's fears and stuff. But I don't want to, like, get you guys, like, messed up and stuff, so. I know there's one about snakes. But it's not like you can see them, and blood in a few of them. But, like, if you don't like that stuff and you don't want to hear about it, just find a different video to watch. Because, honestly, I won't care. I'm just doing these for fun. And, I just wanted to put that out there, because I don't know the percentage I'm doing. So, I mean, no one even watches my videos when I'm still making them, but, so, dreams, right? They're wacky. I actually have a small lucid dreaming where sometimes I'm aware that I'm dreaming, but not often. I mean, it's common that I know I'm dreaming, but I can't change reality and make it what I want to. I can pick, I don't know exactly, but, I don't even know if that's even lucid dreaming. I thought you had all three, but whatever. And I also want to mention some of my dreams that I fall asleep in my dream, and then I'll wake up, like, it's hard to explain. I'm going to give an example. So, this isn't a real dream. Let's say in my dream, there's an elephant in the room, literally. And then I'm like, what is going on? So then I fall asleep in my dream. And then a few minutes later, I'll wake up from my sleep, from my beauty, from my slumber. And, it's really hard to explain, but I think you'll get it. So, yeah. So the first one, that was the freakiest to me. I had this one dream where here's the dream. So we hired these people to help my brother swim, like to teach him how to swim without like floaties and stuff. And this was a few years back. Now he knows how to swim, so we're good. I don't need to worry about it. But, yeah, we hired these really weird people. Like, I remember one girl, she was kind of like a bigger body size, and she wore this one piece that was solid black. And she had this, like, really round face, and her eyes were green, and her hair was blonde and always was in a ponytail, and then her lips were pink. Like, that was her shade. Like, no joke. It was like, her shade was this pink for her lipstick. That pink. So, she was like a weird character, and the other girl was the same kind of person, but with blonde hair and red lipstick. So they come over to the public pool, and they teach Owen how to swim, and it's like, okay, move your feet. It's all normal and stuff, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, Owen, you should try it on your own. And so he does, and he drowns to death. And I'm like, you guys are supposed to help him. Like, what's going on? And, like, you're supposed to save him and everything. And, like, you're supposed to teach him how to swim, not teach him how to drown. And so, this is weird to me. His body comes up of the water, and they're, like, celebrating. And it's just, like, silent. They're, like, they're clapping. They're just kind of, like, I don't know what they're doing, because they're very weird and sketchy. But, like, they're whispering to each other, like, and I didn't understand. So I was, like, boiled with rage. I was like, what is going on here? What is happening? I don't like the way you're doing it. I think he's dead. So then eventually, I'm so sick of them, I jump into the pool myself to save him. And it was too late, and he just drowned in the water. Mass hysteria. I I actually started being afraid of snakes when this happened. But, ooh. But, so, and I was in kindergarten, and I had this dream where, after the PISA test, I was the top leaguer for girls, and this other kid, I'll just call him Baseball, was the top leaguer for boys. And so apparently we're deciding, like, to be friends, even though that didn't happen in real life. Yeah, I don't think we ever really got along. But they liked baseball, so probably that's why. But, yeah, he was harsh to me. But, oof. And we were, like, running at the side of, like, a highway in the desert. Like, we were running and running and running and running and running for hours, and we were just talking, like, oh yeah, what are your plans for the future? What do you want to be when you grow up? What's your family like? And it was like a really, I don't know, sentimental thing, and I never really pushed that on anybody else, honestly. I don't know, man. But, so we're running, and then all of a sudden we see the snake, and we're looking at it, because I wanted to be a veterinarian at the time. I kept looking at it, and I was like, oh, that looks like to be a rattlesnake. It's poisonous. That's not a rattlesnake. It was a poisonous snake that I made up on the spot. But I was like, oh no, that's poisonous. We need to get out of here quickly. And apparently the snake did not like me, because it bit me right on the calf, and I bled, and he just left me there. Dead left me. It was sad, and it hurt my feelings. In the dream, I didn't care in real life, because you know me. But, so then, fast forward a few years, I had this, so then I started hating snakes, because I kept thinking of that dream, and it was just such a dumb reason why I don't like snakes. But I don't like snakes because they're freaking me out. It's just like, I know they won't hurt me because they're afraid of me, and I'm bigger and scarier to them, but I don't know. I have a lot of arguments with snakes about people. I mean, I have a lot of arguments with people about snakes. I imagine myself talking to a snake and being like, oh my god, yeah, Jessica, that was a fake name. If your name is Jessica, don't get offended. I'm serious. I'm never gonna diss someone unless it's a story about them, and even then I would use a fake name. But, so fast forward a few years in second grade. This is where I hit my horse girl stuff, you know, like, I have some tea on my, like, I hate the way I hate my character when I was in second grade. Like, I'll read some of the stuff I wrote in, like, second grade, and I drew in second grade, and then you're like, oh my gosh, she's a sociopath. Yeah, that was the worst part. And, so, I think I'm always been very subconscious about my family. I don't know. I always thought my brother was, like, more loved because he was younger, but really, it's just, like, younger siblings are more spoiled sometimes, or most of the time, I want to say. And, like, it's not that high expectation. Not that high expectations. Is that how you say that word? Expectations. There we go. I can't talk today. Bear with me. So, expectations, but at the same time, you get more things, maybe. I'm not sure. I saw my brother get, like, different things, and I had to be older to do that, so. But whatever. It's pretty fair. But, like, I've always worried about like my parents abandoning me, and even though that's like out of the blue for them to do, because there's always going to be a reason. Almost always, even if they don't tell you, could probably find something out. Like, you know, you get it. Like if I randomly got abandoned, that doesn't make any sense. And there wouldn't be any signs for it. So, one dream I had, my family took a vacation to the Amazon, and I touched a poisonous frog, apparently. I was like, oh, what's this frog? Touches it, and then I started like swelling up and everything, and then I touched Owen and was like, get more death. I touch it poisonous. But apparently the poison went through my hand and touched him, and he got medical treatment while I was dying in the middle of the Amazon. And apparently I waited for them so long that I started growing a beard, which was weird to me. I think it was mainly because of all those cartoons, like if they wait so long, they start growing a beard and grow gray hair. I think that's what caused that part. So, there's that. But, I also very recently had a really weird dream. I had a dream where my dad hosted a party, and it was like, oh, let's get together. And like all of the coworkers were there, which is weird. And I got to meet a ton of like family I didn't know about on his side, which first of all would make sense because he's adopted and I don't know his family. So like my mom's parents were there and my dad's parents were there, and it was just like a huge get together. But all of a sudden, he brings out these little weird balls, and I asked what they were. It was like this big, like that, this big, in a circle, and they were avocado. And then it's like, how do you get that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. There's a pit in the middle, and I kept asking questions like, hold on, how many balls? Oh God, I hate that word. Spheres. I'm gonna start using spheres. Okay, how many spheres can you fit inside a normal avocado? How many spheres you can make from half an avocado? Like, what do you do with the pit? And like eventually my dad kicked me out of the house for asking way too many questions and asked me to go into the woods behind my house and find an avocado tree. Even though that's not what I hope. Hey Siri, are avocados grown on trees? Okay, they are grown on trees. But so I had to go into my woods and I searched for hours back there, and hours and hours and hours, and I couldn't find the avocado tree. So eventually I see this old man in my peripheral vision, and I turn around and I go, are you looking for the avocado tree too? That's not what I would say to a creepy old man in the woods, like really late at night. I would be like, and I would run off. Because that's the kind of person I am. Because I get paranoid. I don't know if you've known me or anything, but I get freaked out if like I see someone I've never recognized in the neighborhood and I know no one else has moved in. Like if there was someone who moved into my old house and I haven't seen them a lot because they, like we live in different parts of the neighborhood. But like I haven't seen them a few times, but I kind of get an idea of what they would look like. And like if I see them, I'd wave and be like, hey, I used to live in your house. Like, how is it? But like, if I see someone I don't know in the neighborhood, out of nowhere. Like, obviously, I get panicky. And it led to a lot of weird situations. I'll explain. Because I like doing story times a lot, even though I haven't tried them yet. I think it would be really fun. So then, this man nods his head and goes, "Yeah, I'm looking for the avocado tree. Did he send you out here as well?" And apparently that's my great uncle. And he was referring, I hope he was referring to my dad. And I was like, "Oh, did you mean my dad?" And I was like, he kicked you out. And apparently my dad was being like this toxic man of the party, like kicking people out if they ask questions about the avocado bowls. And apparently my dad was arrested because avocado balls are illegal in the US because they're drugs. So my dad tried to drug everyone at the party who ate them. It's a pretty weird dream, I'll have to say. I also would like to speak about fears for a little bit. Speaking about my paranoidness, I get afraid of taking a shower and closing both doors because I was like, if someone broke in, maybe, like, I get worried about, like, locking that door that enters my room and keeping that door open. But I get paranoid about that because I say, okay, maybe I'll lock that door that enters my room and I'll keep the the bathroom door open. But then I get worried about, because I have this one door that enters into the unfinished part of the attic. And it's scary. I'll tell you why. It's unfinished, it's dark, and it only has this huge thing that works my air conditioning. And it has sawdust everywhere, and it's just weird and creepy. And I always get afraid that someone's in there, because you can't hear anything from there unless it's really, really loud. And it's scary. And so I don't normally lock my door, but the loophole from this is I don't lock my door, or any of my doors. I keep most of them open or closed. I have to have all of them closed or all of them open because it freaks me out. And normally I'll have my bathroom door open and I'll have all of my other doors closed. Or when I'm taking a shower, I'll have one door, the bathroom door, closed and my entrance door open. But no, that seems even worse for me. What am I saying? But, I get paranoid about me passing out in the shower for some reason. I think it's because one of the presidents died in the bathtub. And, that's weird to me. And apparently drowning is, the worst way to die, but I'm taking a shower. It's just a whole level of stupidness and paranoia combined. You'll just have to understand my brain. Because I get worried about, someone, I don't know, I watch a lot of, Predator stuff with Chris Hansen in it. You know, that guy, I'm Chris Hansen, and you guys and we'll be seeing you behind bars. And, I get worried about, someone, actually living inside of that creepy area in my room, and, when I'm taking a shower and my door's not locked, they'll come into my shower. And, but then at the same time, I'm worried about myself passing out in the shower, because why not? You know, I've never passed out before. It could happen, for all I know, because I got mono out of nowhere. Most people get mono out of nowhere, but, I have a tendency to get really low blood sugar, and I start shaking, and that could cause a seizure. So I get worried about having a seizure and dying in my shower. I also get worried about if someone's in my house and they're going to be looking at my air conditioner because it breaks all the time, and I'm going to be taking a shower at the same time. That freaks me out. It's just like a whole level of weird, stupid paranoia. Okay, I'm worried about someone sneaking inside my shower. And so I feel like I should lock my door. But if I locked my door, no one would be able to help me unless they broke down my door, and that would take way too long, and then I would die by then if I got a seizure. I'm dumb. Okay, well that's all for today. I'm going to be doing story time soon. It might actually be the same day because I'm bored and I don't want to talk to people. I'll see you on the flip side, kiddos.